Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about makeup that I regret buying. I've been seeing some of these going around online and I think they're particularly helpful, just like favorites videos are, because these can help you save money potentially. So I'm going to start off with a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I honestly was super disappointed with. The first one is Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen. I mean, I just had really high expectations for this one because I felt like Bunny would know like what she's talking about, but I just really like these colors are pretty and everything, but it's just like it doesn't take on the brush. Like you get this little brush with it, which is nice and everything, but I tried putting on like, sorry, I don't want the mirror to reflect. I tried putting on like the darkest colors like Man Cat and Uncommon, and those are like pretty dark colors, but still when I put them on, it just didn't take. It was like I pretty much put on nothing. Now, I barely ever used like the bronzer, the blush, or the highlight because they looked pretty generic, honestly. I was in it for the colors, but I just felt like they didn't take on my skin whatsoever. And I don't know, I just felt like it was super misleading. Even if you swatch it, it looks, you know, like it looks pigmented, like if you swatch it, yeah, sure, but then when you put it on the brush, it just doesn't take whatsoever. And yeah, honestly, like, I pretty much have forgotten I even had this, which kind of says a lot. This has always been a second thought the few times I've tried to use it, just because every time it's such a hassle. Like, I have to stay there for half an hour to get like some semblance of color. So I would definitely not recommend this, and honestly I don't know what's going on with this. Next up, now I only received this yesterday, so I haven't tested out every color. But yesterday I was going for like a peachy look, right? So I used just peachy. I used white peach, which is probably the only useful thing out of this palette. I mean, useful as in it actually works. I used just peachy, candied peach, Bellini, and I used a bit of Georgia too. And I was going for like this really peachy look, and when I put it on, it was kind of the same thing as the Swamp Queen palette. I just felt like, I mean, actually, whatever was on the brush just like wasn't coming out on my eyes, or it came out like super, super pastel-y where you could just barely see like some peachy shade. But I mean, like, this color here, Candied Peach, that's pretty bright. So, I mean, there's no reason for that to come out super pastel-y. And I had to, like, pass over and over again. And then I even tried it with a damp brush. And with a damp brush, I guess it was a little better, but it's, you know, that's not how it should be anyways. To be fair, I haven't tried the other colors, but I mean, if you get a peach palette, I'm pretty sure you want the oranges, the peaches to be working, and I was just like super disappointed with those. I might do an update video when I try the other colors, because obviously I haven't really had time to try those, but I don't know, I was so excited and this has been so hyped and I just like, I don't understand. Lastly, for the eyeshadows, this one I wasn't particularly disappointed about because I don't think it was bad quality. I just am kind of meh about it, kind of like the type of palettes you forget you own just because they're such a second thought kind of palette. And that's this Lorac Pro. I'll show you the colors. So this is what it looks like. I really like the color range just because like these are all pretty easily usable colors. The problem is because these are so easily usable, I find like they're on a bunch of other palettes. So this one doesn't really stand out to me, especially because it has some similar colors to the Modern Renaissance, like this warm terracotta color, or like this goldish, like a bunch of these colors kind of happen on the Modern Renaissance, but that one has like a bigger range and I guess rare colors. This just seems like a nudes kind of palette. So again, it's not about the quality, I guess it's just like it's very like a dime a dozen. Like there's nothing particularly special about this palette, so it's really easy to forget that you own it. I didn't even take off the plastic from the mirror, so I guess that says how often I've been using that. So yeah, the thing is, like, it's not that I don't recommend this one, but I don't recommend this one if you already have ones that have similar colors, because I just don't feel like you'll ever end up using this. So yeah, if you don't have nude palettes, then totally this is great, and I think the quality is great too. Okay, moving on to my favorite makeup thing, highlighters. So there were two highlighters I was excited to try. Obviously apart from Anastasia Beverly Hills, because those are my favorite ones, but you know, like, once I tried one glow kit, I felt like there was a standard of quality, so when I try new ones, I never expect it to fail me. Becca. So this is the Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter, and I got it in Prismatic Amethyst. Now, yeah. So it's pretty, it has kind of a bit of a, it's very pinky and duochrome, because it looks like pink and white to me. Yeah, so I got this, I was one of, like, technically, like, if you're on Sephora VIB, you could get this before, like, release or whatever, like, before other people could get it. So I got it because, like, everyone that I'd seen that had gotten this already was, like, raving about it. So I was like, okay, this must be, like, really great. It wasn't that great. Like, I really don't see what the big deal about this was. Like, I think Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think Anastasia Beverly Hills is way better, but apart from that, like, I just feel like with so many glow kits out, or even Jeffree Star's, like, Skin Frost, like, I just feel like this is so bland. Like, we've already seen this a million times, you know? So, like, I'm gonna swatch on my finger. So see, that looks good, right? Okay. Now, when you put it on a brush, okay, I'm gonna clean my brush. When you put it on a brush, okay, I'm just gonna, it does pick up the product. I'm gonna put it on my hand. But, like, where are you? Where? Like, I don't see anything here. Like, on your finger it swatches great, but when you put it here, it's, like, very, very minor. And, like, let me just try and fucking dip this whole thing in like that. Okay, if you do that, it's super powdery, but I guess it comes up properly. But it's just like, who wants to put 2 pounds of highlight on their face and it doesn't even look, like, that great? Like, I feel like mine looks better, and that's Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I didn't have to swipe more than once, so yeah, I thought that was kind of disappointing. And I thought it was kind of generic. Like, I think that's kind of the main theme between all of these, like, apart from, like, lack of color payoff, like, it's generic, you know? I was really disappointed, and this was, like, relatively expensive too, so that's that. Lastly, I have one more highlighter that I was really excited to get, and I waited a really long time to get, which was this Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost, and I got mine in Lavender Snow. So first of all, I was really excited because this is huge, like, yeah, like, this is, I'd say, like, a pretty average size. This is huge. So then I was really excited when I opened it too, because I was like, this looks so pretty, and I swatched it on my finger, and I was like, okay, yes, like, this is something awesome, right? And to be fair, this one wasn't terrible. It wasn't super disappointing, because, like, you can see, like, the sheen is there. See? So it's not that it was, like, bad or anything, but I just felt like compared to the hype and compared to the advertisements I saw, I don't know if, like, my personal experience with this would align with it. Now, if I finger swatch on my hand, see? Like, that looks good, right? Okay. Let me do it with the brush. It's still not bad. Let me clean my brush. It's still not bad, but I feel like compared to Anastasia Beverly Hills, it's just meh. Here, so I'm gonna do this twice. First of all, it barely picked up any product. And this is how it looks. So, I mean, you know, there's really just not that much there compared to the finger swatch, especially. Like, I feel like that's super misleading. So I was kind of disappointed with how it comes on with a brush. I mean, I guess you could put it on with your fingers, but then it just looks like straight purple, and I don't, like, unless you want that look, I just feel like you're promised so much with this, like such a like intense highlight, and I just didn't get it. And I even tried to put on multiple layers, and when I put on multiple layers, it kind of just looked like, I guess like a less illuminated version of ABH Moonchild, the purple one, Purple Horseshoe, I think. So all in all, like I wouldn't not recommend this, but I'm just saying if you want something super, like some intense shine, I don't think this will really do it for you. At least it didn't do it for me. So yeah, those were a couple of products that I regret buying. Hopefully it was helpful to some of you if you're questioning whether to buy some of this stuff. But if you guys have any specific things you'd like to see from me, then let me know in the comments. And I don't know, if you like this video, subscribe, like it, dislike it, whatever. And I'll see you next time.